Okay, hey guys, Stephanie Deese with Stephanie Deese Stamps, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator, here to do another, well, it's another because I've done these before, but in our Occasions catalog, let me see if I can get to the front of that. This is mine, and I have it really. Our Occasions catalog, which runs through May 31st. There's a stamp set that I've just fallen in love with. And I love the stamp technique, the stamping technique, like second generation or two-step stamping with these stamps. And I'm going to case a card. It's going to be sort of like that, but not exactly like that. The Cool Treat Suite in Stampin' Up, they in the spring catalog, they just have a really unique variety of just beautiful stamps, and I'm going to be using the Cool Treats stamp, and I'm going to be using the Popsicles and the Your and the Sweet, and I'm going to be using Peekaboo Peach, Pool Party, Watermelon Wonder, and Crumb Cake. For that, to do this card. And I wanted to walk you guys through a little bit of what I'm pretty much a start to finish cards. I know a lot of people know how to do this, but I think I'm looking at or talking to beginners. When it comes to card making, sometimes I don't want to leave anyone out. I don't want anyone to feel alienated. This is our designer series paper, also Stampin' Up. The Tasty Treats specialty designer series paper. So awesome. And this is the pattern that I'm going to be using. Love this pattern. It matches the Pear Pizzazz. And then this has the Watermelon Wonder, Peekaboo Peach, and the Pool Party in it, as well as the Crumb Cake. It's basically, I'm kind of doing the same thing. But, so this is the paper I'm going to be using, as well as you'll need either a scrap, which is what I usually try to find, or a full sheet of Crumb Cake, or whatever the base will be. And then a 11 by 8.5 cardstock of Whisper White. This one's thick. I like to make a lot of my cards in thick. So let me grab my Stampin' Up! Cutting tool, and I apologize for reaching across the thing, but this is real. I don't make any fluff and stuff when I make my cards. I'm sorry, you're looking at my real thing here. So you start off with 11 by 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and for our cards, mostly for like little greeting cards, you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, like note cards, but mostly for ours, the ones that I like to make is 5.5 by 4.25. So for this entire sheet, it's 11 inches this way. So I'm going to cut it at I'm never able to get it lined up exactly. So 5.5, and then this is another. You can get 2 cards out of 1. Then I'm going to put it at 4.25, which is about right there, and use my scoring tool on this. And then the dip here, I don't know if you guys can see that, maybe so. And then I think they call that a mountain. This one's valley. It's easier for me to fold it this way on the valley to mountain, whatever size. Okay, so that makes the card, and when you just fold it over, just, you know, make sure that your sides are matching, and run your thumbnail or your thumb across it, and there you have your, it can either be portrait style, open that way, or landscape and open that way. So I think some people call it hot dog versus hamburger. I don't know. Okay, so that's that part. And then for this for like a background for the card, I'm going to, because this card is 4 1/4, 5.5 by 4 1/4, I'm going to cut this at 5.5 because I think I want to cover almost all the white. Ah ha ha, that's scoring. Ah, lovely. Real-time videos. You got the real me here. And then I'm also going to do by 4 1/4. So that was 5.5 by 4 1/4. This one's bigger, but this is the one that you're going to need because we're going to, and then there's you some scratch sheets. You can use them as card bases or whatever. So it's going to, you know what, let's do this. I'm looking because, like I said, I'm casing it. I'm copying it out of the catalog. I think that I'm actually, in the catalog they use the entire crumb cake, but I think I might want a tiny bit of border around. I just love a tiny bit of border around it. So what I'm doing is I'm coming in an eighth, not a quarter, but an eighth. Let me show you what that does. I think we can, no, I've got to cut another sheet. So even if you're landscape versus portrait, and I'm hoping that you guys are seeing this, but you can see that you have that tiny bit of an eighth all the way around. And we'll line it up in a minute. We're going to set that aside and work on this. So when I cut this crumb cake piece, I'm going to get rid of my trash. Sorry, didn't mean to tap that iPod. I hope, or not iPod. Funny. The stand that my iPhone is on, because I'm recording this on the iPhone. So I want it to be slightly smaller because I want a crumb cake border now. So I had cut that and I want it directionally this way. So, and I'm going to do landscape, or portrait, sorry. I'm going to do portrait. So I have that at, it was 5.5, then I brought it down to 5 3/8. So this one I'm going to bring down to 5 1/4. I know this hurts, but I'm going to cut the entire thing. You can use that. Don't throw it away. You can use it. So I've got it this way. No, actually I'm wrong. Okay, so this way, because it's this way. See, I was about to really screw it. It was 4 1/4. Big card is 4 1/4 this way. This I brought down to 4 1/8. So I'm going to want to trim this at 4. Gosh, I'm splitting hairs here. You know, I'm sorry, but no editing, okay? This is going to be real stuff. And one day I hope to do a live Facebook Live, but I'm so scared to do that. And I think, no, I need to continue on this. So then I will bring it down to, there was 5 3/8, so I'll bring it down to 5 1/4. And if this is, I'm going to do a post, a blog post about this. So you guys can go to my blog post and get the actual, go to my blog at StephanieDeeseStamps.com, and you can get the actual dimensions. I promise it will make much more sense when I have it typed out then. And so then you can see all of my borders. So you'll see that crumb cake there. And it's just enough to just add a little bit of something, I guess, to the card. And I hope I'm staying. And I'm on, excuse me for passing in front of you. It's almost like at the dinner table, you know, when you like pass in front of someone and it's like, what are you doing? Don't, you know, reach and grab things in front of me. So the next thing I need, shoot, I should have kept that. So what we're going to do our stamping on is, oh good heavens, I can't even tell up from down on my cutting now. So what I'm going to do on this part to get my stamps on it is I'm just going to trim down a piece of our leftover piece of cardstock. And since this one came down to, what, 4 inches, it's going to be, I want a little bit, maybe a half. So I'm doing it at 3.5, cut it. So that there can leave me a good chunk of border. And then we want it to come up a little bit. So it was at 5 1/4. I'm gonna bring it down to about 4.5. Let's see what that looks like. If not, I've still got this I can play with. Okay. So now let's look. I'll put my trimmer away when I'm done trimming. I don't know why it's hard to. I flip the pieces. So get that lined up. Get that lined up. And so in the catalog, they have it up a little bit. I think I need a little more cut off. Don't you? Maybe another 1/2 inch. I think. Three. No, that would be an inch. Maybe down to 4. Will that make it? Yeah, okay. 3.5 by 4. Let's see what that does. Okay, I like that. I think that's good. 3.5 by 4. Okay, so all of this I'm going to put aside. I'm going to put my trimmings aside. And keep this just in case you mess up. Trimming it out. So this is the piece that we're going to stamp on. So now we'll get to stamping. Sorry about that. Like I said, this is real. I just started. So I'm going to check and make sure I'm in the middle. You're kind of coming in over my shoulder. It's kind of hard for me to do the straight down shot sometimes because sometimes it doesn't look like you're actually, you know, I mean, I kind of want you to see it as if you were standing beside me. So, hey, you guys standing beside me. This is the piercing mat by Stampin' Up. I love it. It's really awesome with these photopolymer stamps. So you can tell these are stained. The Cool Treats stamp set. Look at that. I have been using them like crazy, and I just absolutely love them, and you can tell. Okay, so I'm not going to start with the Yours Sweet. I'm going to bring that in afterward. But what I'm going to start with is I want to do a popsicle, the long skinny popsicle. See that? We're going to start with that one. And its mate, I guess you could say, is this one. So it's going to look like it's got some swirls on it. And this is the 2-part stamping, so to speak. Let me find a block that's going to be. And I've got my cleaner over here. My blocks are dirty. Holy Moses. They're dirty. Okay. So let me get this. Forgive me if my face and head's in the shot because that's the one thing I don't want. Okay, so this one is going to be the middle, and I definitely want to go kind of up because I know I want what I love about these photopolymers, especially once they get stained. I mean, hello, look at this. We're going to pull them off, and we're going to do it like that. See that? Now that can tell me where I need to stamp. Because I also need this little, it looks like a popsicle stick. I'm going to need that too. So, I'm thinking I'm going to pull it down a little more. And do the sweet, kind of sort of in the middle there. And do the Your right there. And I'm going to do it 2 different colors. That's why I'm not putting it together. Usually you could put it together and it's together if you're going to just do one color. So now I'm going to measure a little, and these things stick to your fingers, so forgive me, and see where I can get in. I think I can get in. I'm gonna have it way up there, I think. I'll clean the stamp. This one, they've got it in Peekaboo Peach. I think that I kind of want my middle one to be Pool Party. Love this. Oh, ink. I always have trouble with them. Okay, so what I'm wanting is for this one, I'm going to ink it up as much as I can and stamp off, and then stamp on kind of sort of in the middle. It's very pale. Let's do it again. There we go. I'm gonna leave it like that because I think even when I go back over, and since it's the Pool Party one, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one, the sister, brother, mate to it, and stamp it again because it'll just layer back on. And I love that. You can get so much out of these. If you wanted to do a different color, I'm not really sure that would work unless it's a really, really pale color. Okay, so now I want to pull out, I got that skinny one. Let's look over here. See, we want one with a bite too. The bite. The one with a bite. And these are two-step stamps too. I'll show you what I mean by that. And then the solid one. The bite, there's a couple of things that are offered as shading for those, or the stripes in the popsicles. Well, I think I could, this one, you can do the stripes in the popsicles, so it looks like the popsicles with the indentation there. So that's one that we'll do on that one. And with this one, there's a shading that we could use. I'm thinking it's this one, like this. So it'll be on the side. So I'll show you in just a second. So now let's get rid of Pool Party. Put that one back up. Toss it over there. Let's do Peekaboo Peach. This is one of our 2016 to 2018 colors, in colors. Oh, and I love it. Peekaboo Peach has definitely become one that I've actually like. I'm going to test it out to the side here. Make sure I'm applying pressure. This this piercing mat helps you. I'm going to try and line it up about the same at the bottom. Doesn't matter if it's the same or not. I mean, I got it lined up, but the piercing mat helps you get a pretty good impression. So I have to use it when I do the photopolymer. And see, then you have the shadow there. It just shows some, what, dimension, things like that. So now, oops, let's fold it over. What did I do with the the bitten popsicle? Oh, I see it now. I'm just reaching for different ones. So excuse my southern accent coming out there. Okay, now I'm gonna put the Peekaboo Peach up. Grab Watermelon Wonder. This one, unfortunately, is dying this year. I don't want to say dying this year, but it's our 2015 to 2017 color, in color. And since it's 2017, come May 31st, when our regular catalog runs out or expires, Watermelon Wonder is going away. And it's like, what? Hello? Can you really do that to me? just when I started to fall in love with it. So now, again, I'm going to try to get it level and even. Scrub it off. And then I'm going to, nope, that's the popsicle stick. And I'm going to grab the little indentations. And Watermelon Wonders are very, it'll fade. It'll lighten up as you, as it dries. So, and then you just layer on layer. I mean, it can keep getting dark, but it can only go so dark. So now, I've got that part done. So I'm going to pull these off. And I hope you don't mind me sticking these over here. I know I've got a smaller block. See if I can grab it. This is the A block, clear block. I think it'll, and always get the closest size block you can because it does help. You think you can get by with just a regular block, one block for everything, but it really does help. So then I'm gonna line it up. See, it almost touched. Line it up. And it's okay if there's a space. It's okay. The beauty about some of these cards is it's just, looks like it was meant to be like that. You know, don't try to be perfect. That's one of my hang-ups most of the time. Okay. So we're going to try not to be perfect. So now, in the catalog, they're showing Peekaboo Peach and Pool Party. I think that I'm going to do Watermelon Wonder Unsweet and Peekaboo Peach. Let's see what it looks like. I'll get through this whole thing and just screw it up, right? Well, you know, I guess that's the fun of it. Let's see, I think the C block's one of the best ones to use for these. So I'm going to start with Sweet. Trying to get it in the middle there. And I'm going to do the Watermelon Wonder. It just makes me hungry. And I'm going to put it in the middle and close to the bottom. Just press down. No rocking. Down and up. Sounds like I'm trying to tell you to do yoga or something. Pilates. So then we'll get your, and I love how they've coordinated the stamps to kind of nest with each other. And now we're going to nest it right above it and sort of to the side. There. So now we're going to put it together. Okay. Put my inks up. I think that's good. I am going to add something that they haven't added. Is the Peekaboo Peach. Uh-oh, heavens. Look at that. See, I'm a mess when it comes to that. I'm going to add the Peekaboo Peach ribbon to the card. So now I'm going to put away the Pearson mat. And I hope that I'm still on camera. You guys, if I'm not, then you won't know because you won't see it. Because I will just delete this video and start over. And then it won't be unscripted and just raw like, like it is. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, oh, one more thing that I wanted to let you know what I wanted to put in the middle. Because Your Sweet is one, and in the Occasions catalog, the Sweet Sentiments is in it. And it coordinates with many of the stamp sets that are in here. And so the one that I want to use is the Best Things in Life Are Sweet. So hey, I'm saying You're Sweet, and then I want to do Best Things in Life Are Sweet. So let me go ahead and do that. And I've got it here. And let's see, bigger block. And then also, I'm going to look at this video before I post it. And if there's, and I'm going to do it in pool party, since I didn't have another pool party on that. Since, and then you don't have to use the Pearson mat on this because it's the firm rubber. But if my face gets in this video, you won't be seeing that either, because I will delete this thing so fast. I mean, I won't even watch it past the point where my face gets in it. The best things in life are sweet. Okay, so there we are. Clean it. Get it over here. So, let's put up pool party, hopefully without getting it all over. I wear inks like crazy. You can tell when I've been stamping, because I will definitely have it. Okay, I'm going to use snail. I use snail or fast fuse. It doesn't matter to me. Some people like fast fuse because they think it holds, it has a better bond. I don't know. Because I've never had anything come apart really on me. Oopsies. So snail's definitely easier to use, but I do like fast fuse too. Okay, plain Jane crumb cake. But we're gonna pop that one up. So I want to get to where it's about 1/8 around, and I'm not sure, can you guys see that, what I'm doing here? Maybe not. Maybe. I'm just kind of comparing down here to this side and that side to see if it's about the same. Pardon me, I hope that you can see it. And then I just roll it down, and then you get a pretty even border around it. So with this, then I'm going to put this on. I'm going to line it up here and see where I want it to be. So I'm going to, and if the sun's kind of like, it's really a pretty day outside, but a lot of my light in here is coming from the sun. So I have trouble tying bows. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You could probably do without tying a bow. Just put the ribbon and across it. Whoa. I don't think I want it lopsided. So I just fiddle with it until I get it. And then I'm going to do it like this. Down here at the bottom. Middle, side. I think I'm going to do the side, because I think it will balance out. If you put the bow here, it'll balance out. I hope you guys can see that. But if you put the bow over here, it kind of balances out that. So, anyway. And now how I'm going to do that is I'm going to turn this over and get my snail, get it going. It doesn't want to go. Oh, no wonder. Look, empty. Great. Hey, here's another one. Look what I found. I'm just going to go all the way across. That just means I can't lay it down. Okay, now can you see it? Because I probably totally went out of frame. Stick that down, and then stick that down, and then you can just cut it. Hello, if you would stick down, that would probably make me happier. The things in life that make you happy. Okay, there we go. And then that's that. Then we're going to put this on it. And I decided that, is this the broke one? Of course I'm going to pick up the broke one every single time. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to chunk it while I was... See, now you guys see my temper. I'm sorry. I irritate myself. So. But I laugh at myself too, so it is what it is. So then you get to eyeball this as well. And I'm using the top to eyeball it. Like that. Press it down pretty good. Alright, now the dimensionals. I don't know if they popped it up there. I have no clue. But I'm a dimensional girl. I want to pop things up. So that's what I'm doing. And I use a ton of these, let me tell you. And that one's not in the right spot, so it comes off and it goes right back on. When I'm giving these to someone, I don't want them to feel flimsy. So then you get to see me take them all off because I'm not editing this video. I know, I'm sorry. Boring. But I love Stampin' Up! Products because I love these coordinating paper designer series papers. I mean, and then you've got it's kind of like a no-brainer. You just get the coordinating ink pads and you could use, I could have used washi tape on it. I could have used, and I think this one is an 1/8 as well. So there we go. Push it down. So there you have the card. You're sweet. And then the best things in life are sweet. So hey, very sweet card, I think. And I like it. And that's exactly what I've done, is just cased it and added more to it. So very neat. And a lot of this, like they used the designer series paper here. They used the just the coordinating cardstock here to create this this pennant banner. And they used I'm not sure I have it. Yeah, I do. They used these cones. They're supposed to be cones. Different design cones, but they used them to do those pennants. So, and you run these through the Big Shot for that coordinating cardstock, the Pool Party, Peekaboo Peach, Pear Pizzazz, Watermelon Wonder, and then again and again. And then they've also got the washi tape, which is lovely, lovely washi tape. I created another card with using the washi tape. That's one thing I can do with that card is on the inside. This is the card that I used. The washi tape here with a designer series paper, then I made my own background. And then I used the washi tape in here. So let's see what we can do here. Let's do Peekaboo Peach here. And instead of doing it there, I think that I would rather have it here. And I just kind of eyeball the straightness, the border that I would put there, because I like for it to have a border. And then I just take, oh, I didn't pull my other scissors up, so it's okay. And I cut the extra off. And then if there's any, here, if there's any on the other side, then I'll do that. So there. So you have the Peekaboo Peach here and the other coordinating colors. Then you have it on the inside as well. Cool. What do you think? Well, I hope you liked it. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. And I know that it's a very raw, very real video. And I know that hopefully this angle works for you, because I just think that kind of over my shoulder, as if you were standing right here with me, is kind of the best. But Anyway, so also you can reach me on Facebook. I will post a lot of things on Facebook, some of the things that I'm doing, some of the classes that I'm doing as well. And also my blog post. Like I said, you can get the directions, the actual dimensions for this on my blog post at StephanieDeeseStamps.com. So thank you so much for joining me, and let me know what you think. Thank you.